My name is Michael Seidman. I am a surgeon, I am a nutritionist, and I am a scientist. I've studied aging, I've studied health for more than 20 years. Hopefully you've had the opportunity to watch some of our other programs. I'd like to talk to you about essential oils and their importance. Essential fatty acids are required in our diet. That's why they're called essentials. And people think of them as omega-3s, 6s, and 9s. Well, the omega-3s and 6s are essential. The 9 are not essential because your body synthesizes them. But you have to have the appropriate balance. The typical American diet, and I usually do a dance here when I talk about this, the typical American diet has essential fatty acids in a ratio of omega-3s to omega-6s of roughly 1 to 20. So omega-3s to 6s, it's about 1 to 20 in a typical American diet. We think you should be about 3 to 1 of omega-3s to 6s. So we're vastly in the wrong direction of our omega oils. So really the ideal supplementation is about 3 to 1 of omega-3s to 6s. So sorry for that confusion. I know it's a little bit sticky. We make a formula that actually provides 12 to 1 because I'm just so convinced that our diet just doesn't do it right. There are so many studies out there. There are literally 50 to 60 studies, perhaps even more, that have looked at the essentialness or the effectiveness or the importance of the essential oils. The American Heart Association has said, 2 to 3 servings of dark meat fish per week for cardioprotection, for heart protection. A study of more than 11,000 patients who have had a heart attack showed a 45% reduction in the risk of sudden death and a 20% reduction of mortality from all causes. That means cancer and Alzheimer's, everything, when supplementing with appropriate fish oils for 3 to 5 years. There's also been a suggestion you can reduce your risk of certain types of cancers by taking essential oils. Arthritis has been helped by this, weight loss, brain function. So I recommend it to patients with ADHD. I had the opportunity to present with our health system and Jenny McCarthy, who many of you know has a child with autism. She's been on the bandwagon really trying to help her kid and has really raised awareness of this type of problem. So I worked and presented some of this information about the alternatives and our ability to help with autism as well by using an appropriate essential oils formula. Skin problems, diabetes, and even psychiatric disorders have all been helped using an appropriate essential oils formula. One of the studies we did in our laboratory actually looked at something called lecithin, phosphatidylcholine. And we gave our subjects, if you will, we gave them these for 6 months, and we checked their hearing, we checked free radical generation and DNA damage. And what we found is in the subjects, if you can see over here, the control subjects that did not get it had a fairly reasonable level of mitochondrial function. If we supplemented with phosphatidylcholine or lecithin, there was a significant increase, as you can see by the red triangle, the red pyramid, a significant increase in the amount of mitochondrial function. You also have to be very careful about what you eat. There was a study in Science that clearly showed that if you're eating farm-raised fish, you're getting much higher amounts of organochlorines, mercury, PCB, and compounds that are not good for us. So you have to be very careful what you eat. One of the things that we do in the formula that we create, it's called the essential oils formula. It's actually 4 pills a day. They're big pills, but they're very good for you, so you need to take them, is that you want to make sure that they are molecularly distilled, which removes any of the heavy metals. This is a significant process, and not many people actually do this, but it eliminates mercury and other heavy metals. This has more than 1,000 milligrams of fish oil, which provides 300 milligrams of EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. It also has organic evening primrose oil, flaxseed oil, and pumpkin seed oil. And it also is charged with phosphatidylcholine and phosphatidylserine, which are in every single cell in your body, also mixed tocopherols to help you balance your membranes, if you will. And we again provide about a 12 to 1 ratio of omega-3s to 6s. People say, why do you give me any 6s if I'm getting 20 of them, 20 to 1 in my diet? And the answer is I'm a big believer of the botanicals. I prefer to use them whenever possible. There's some very wonderful ingredients inside here that are very good for you. Again, 4 pills. If you take the AM/PM pack, you'll have 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. And thank you for your attention, and please be sure to watch some of our other programs.